What's up, YouTubers? Aldo is Shay back for a brand new video for you here. First off, welcome back. Great to see everyone. I hope you guys are well. Well, guys, we are now on chapter 5 of my World Heavyweight Replica collection. Thank you so very much for clicking on videos 1 to 4. We are now on chapter 5 and we're halfway there. Before we get any further forward, if you guys could do me a little favor, please. If you guys could like, share and subscribe to this channel, just so YouTube know that you like this content that I make. It's a couple of clicks for you, but for me it means a lot. Anyway, getting on with the video. So the replicas that I'm going to be talking about today is a triple threat, and what I mean by triple threat is I'm going to be touching on 3 replicas that were in the Ruthless Aggression era. Now, in the previous video in chapter 4, I did touch on one of those Ruthless Aggression belts, which was the Undisputed Championship, and it was it's an absolutely beautiful looking championship. But going forward, after WrestleMania 21, when John Cena beat JBL for the WWE Championship, we ended up getting an upgrade, and the upgrade that we got was the spinner version of the WWE Championship. Now, this came around, like I say, after WrestleMania 21 and in 2005, I should say. And yeah, this was definitely way out there. If I could just get this off. Now, if you guys take a look at it, it has got an awful lot going on in there. You've got the little side plates with the name of WWE. You've got a side plate with WWE Champion, a little eagle. You've got the Monday Night Raw side plate. And then you've got the main plate itself, which looks a bit battle damaged. As many people that have followed this channel know, that I refer a lot of battle damage to my belts. This was the championship replica that actually started it. So as we get more into the video, I will describe what I contribute as battle damage. But anyway, as I said, this came out in April 2005. This is version 2, so this is the Monday Night Raw version. When it first debuted, there was a version 1 which represented SmackDown. This was version 2. There was a version 3, shall we say, which was, I want to say, the rated R spinner for Edge when he became the WWE Champion for the second time. And there's a 4th version as well, where this side plate became the main side plate. Sorry, had another sister side plate added onto this, and this became the full end of version of the spinner belt. Now, with the spinner belt as well, I actually tweaked it so it doesn't spin. It does spin manually, but it doesn't spin the regular turntable kind of spin that the John Cena belt was known for. In my personal opinion, I just thought it's not my cup of tea, and I decided to stop it. So I tightened the bolt at the back just to make sure that it just didn't spin anymore. And funnily enough, once I did that, it started popping up on TV itself. They stopped it spinning, and in my personal opinion, I think that made the belt look a hell of a lot better. And what's actually kind of funny is this was the main flagship belt going forward from 2005 all the way up to The Rock winning it in 2013, which was so strange that this was essentially a custom-made belt for John Cena, similar to Stone Cold Steve Austin's Smoking Skull belt. Going down the road, when John Cena would lose the championship, in my personal opinion, the Undisputed Championship should have came back out, and whoever was champion at that time wore the undisputed version of the championship. If John Cena won it again, then it would go back to the spinner. But I mean, this done its job. Believe me, this done its job of just selling toys for kids. Yes, a lot of people would turn around and say, well, that's actually what the replica belts are. They're just massive adult toys. Yes, they are to a point. Yes, or as I call them, expensive China plates. But yeah, this definitely has its place in history, considering the fact that this was the main event championship for WrestleMania for the next 8 years. So you had the traditional belts where it came to the Winged Eagle, the Big Eagle, and the Undisputed design of the championships, and we upgraded to a spinner version of the championship, which, excuse me, being the old school guy that I am, it was just mind-boggling to me at the time. But I mean, it has had some historical reigns as well with this version of the championship. John Cena has obviously had it. Randy Orton, The Miz, Sheamus, Triple H, Edge, RVD, not so historical reign, CM Punk, and the last guy to have this championship was, or this design of the championship, was actually The Rock when he beat CM Punk for the championship. And it's actually, it was quite strange that we went from what we would go to going forward after The Rock had won this, but that's another video for another time. I mean, it is, for what it is, the colours on it, the gold, the silver, all the diamonds and rubies, I mean, it is an absolute stacked of a belt. And in case you guys were wondering, this is from the 2010 batch. So it's, wow, it's absolutely, it's an awkward belt as well. It's very awkward to hold, very awkward to lung around, shall we say. It's quite heavy, but yeah, it's definitely got its place in history. But anyway, let's go on to the next Ruthless Aggression Era championship. Now, this championship is actually an upgrade from this championship here on the Big Gold. Now, this Big Gold came around in August/September of 2002, and this version here is an upgrade from a 2014. So technically speaking, you could probably say this is the V3, because when they first came out with the World Heavyweight Championship in 2002 as a replica, they used the WCW one, and then going forward they used they eventually put the WWE logo, scratch logo on it. And as I've done in a previous review, these plates behind me are very flat, whereas these ones on this 2014 version, they pop out a lot more. There's a lot more going on in there, and it is, if I'm being honest, it is heads and tails above the one that's behind me. The reigns, the people that have won this championship in the time that it was around was a who's who. Obviously, Triple H being the first one, Shawn Michaels, Kurt Angle, the Big Show, Paul White, The Undertaker had a historical reign with it. Batista had this historical reign with it. Edge had an historical reign with it. And in fact, when I think about this championship, I think about the classic main event match that Edge and The Undertaker had at WrestleMania 24. And I'm forgetting somebody that's had this. In fact, two people, CM Punk and John Cena have also held this championship. And it's funny how this being the last traditional looking championship that the WWF WWE had. This came on in 2002, and then eventually it faded away in 2014, the night after SummerSlam 2014, when Brock Lesnar became the undisputed champion at the time, with being John Cena. So unfortunately, Brock Lesnar is the last guy to hold this championship, this version of the World Heavyweight Championship. But it is, if I open it up, you guys can see, if I put it against the light, it is a little bit better than the previous versions. It has the crocodile back in on it, which came on it, I want to say maybe 2010, 2011, they started to add the crocodile back into it. And that led to many more WrestleMania main events with this championship. And it's just an absolutely beautiful version of the championship. It is not the 3D version that everybody has been crying out for the last 20 odd years, but it is what it is. It's an absolute beautiful version of the championship, so I look forward to reviewing this again. And now the final belt in the Ruthless Aggression era is the ECW, the WWE ECW World Heavyweight Championship replica. Now, this is the Taz version, and this came out in 2008. Now, I don't know why they went with the Taz version, because come 2008, they had already... in 2001, when the WWE actually bought ECW, Taz had not been the champion for well over a year. Everybody knows that little incident that happened with Mike Awesome, if you know your ECW history. So Taz was gone from ECW by the time the WWE purchased it, and I don't think his name was on the sides of the main plate. Rhino was the last official ECW champion, and then come 2006, when they revived ECW, they gave it to RVD, and as far as I'm aware, it was not the Taz version. But it is what it is. Having Taz's name on it makes it look cool as well. But if you look at history after it, there is, I want to say, maybe 3 other versions, possibly. Maybe 4 versions where they had this Taz one, and then they had another one where they took Taz's name off it. Then they had the black version. And then they had the big, massive silver Phoenix version of the championship, which I've never reviewed, I've never held in my hands, but I know it is a big, massive monstrosity of a championship. But yeah, this has definitely got its place in history. It's historical champions from the likes of Taz, Sabu, Tommy Dreamer, Raven had it again for a short time, and like I say, Rhino was the last official ECW when ECW closed its doors. Rhino was the last official ECW champion, and as I say, when the WWE brought back ECW as a third brand, this was awarded to RVD, and then it went on to going with the Big Show and Bobby Lashley, and then it eventually changed to, I want to say, the black version not that long after that. But yeah, it's an absolute beautiful version of the championship. When I say beautiful, it is very flat. There is a few on the plates themselves, you can't really make out what certain ECW items were, which I'll get into as the video goes forward. But it is what it is. It certainly has its place in history as being part of the Ruthless Aggression era of championships. Now, anyway, I've rambled on for enough now, and I think it's time to do what we enjoy doing on here, which is talk more replicas. Okay guys, so here's the in-depth review on the version 2 spinner WWE Championship. And as I said at the start of the video, is an absolute beaut. Overstacked, that's for sure. But it goes without saying that it definitely has its place in history, and I actually found that I preferred this once it went off TV. I don't know why, but and I also preferred it when this stopped spinning. Now, before I get any further, people, as I said earlier in the video, people have asked me in the past about why I call this my battle damage spinner. Well, the pure simple reason is a few years ago, I didn't have this on display the way I do now. And it was sitting in my spare room one day for a little while. And let's just say it was a hot summer, and the glare from the sun was going through my window, and it hit the main plate. And now the main plate is a bit discoloured. So I've ended up chalking that up to just calling it battle damage. Now, as far as I'm aware, I can't get this off at all without repainting it. And in all honesty, I don't think I want to, because I think it gives it a nice little rustic effect. So yeah, I'm keeping it as it is, but this is what I class as my battle damage. But anyway, it is what it is. Now, to start off with, you have got the spinning plate, the spinning WWE scratch logo. Now, like I say, this goes all the way around. Oh, look, there's an M for me, or for the Miz. This goes all the way around. It's like that. And this has got little square zirconias in the WWE. And the mirror effect, as you can see, is a bit discoloured. And so is the mirror on the swoosh as well. But it does add character to it, I will say that. Now, as far as the updated version of this is concerned, I'm aware, or I've been made aware, that these are updated zirconias. In fact, there's updated zirconias throughout the whole replica now. So these actually sparkle a lot better than what they do on this version. But anyway, it is what it is. Now, on the turntable as well, you have these zirconias going all the way around. So we have the trademark logo, and they go beneath here as well. Then you've got square zirconias going up here from the wing to the name bar. And then you've got the same on this side here, going all the way up to the wings and down to the name bar. And at the top, you've got the last eagle to go on a WWE Championship for quite a while. This was the last WWE Championship to have an eagle on it for quite some time. And it's a shame to have the eagle so squished in there. I mean, its wings look fantastic, even though they're discoloured now. Its face looks really nice, with its beak opened there, a little red ruby, and then fake zirconias for its claws. Then you've got a little triangle crown at the top of it. Little fake zirconias in there too. And then at the bottom, you've got the champ banner. Now, Personally, I think this could be made. These could have been made smaller, and you could have fit Champion in here. But of course, at the time, John Cena was calling himself the WWE Champ, so they just kept it like this. They thought they were being modern at the time. And you have little square Zirconias in there as well. I believe these are more decked out now as well. I think they actually fill the whole lettering now on this name bar. Then you've got the Miz nameplate on this as well. When I think about this championship, I think of the Miz, just the way that he carried himself when he had this championship. But I also think of Randy Orton, and I think of Edge too. And obviously John Cena. I have Randy Orton, Triple H, Edge, and John Cena nameplates for this as well. And then throughout the rest of the main plate, you have these little circle Zirconias, orange Zirconias, gold Zirconias, sorry, I should say, with red rubies. And then in the gold Zirconias, you've got this little floral pattern. And these Zirconia, the clear Zirconias go all the way at the top. Then you hit a gold Zirconia again with a floral pattern. These go all the way up to the crown. And on the other side, the floral pattern again with a gold Zirconia. These go all the way down, and they meet two more gold Zirconias in a red ruby with a floral pattern on there. And what's nice in this as well is they've kept the tradition of the eagle, but they've also kept the traditional floral pattern behind the plate as well. And on the Edge version, they actually made this black, and it actually looked nice. It looked nice being in black. And then on to side plates 1 and 2. So you have the WWE Champion with done in fake Zirconias, and then black and gold banner, and you have the eagle holding two reefs, little Zirconias in the eagle. You've got the floral design with a Zirconia on the globe. That's meant to, as far as I understand it, that's meant to represent the globe. WWE with a little crown on the top. And the same idea as the main plate. This is decked out in Zirconias in this rectangle. Then you've got an upside down crown. This goes all the way there too. Onto this side plate. This I done myself. Originally, these side plates are meant to be the other way around. Me personally, I think it looks better like this. Having the name face that outward rather than inward. But you have got black and red WWE scratch logo with World Wrestling Entertainment done in a gold plate with little Zirconias in there. And again, the circle Zirconias all in this square. And then on the other side, on this plate, on this side plate, sorry, you have Monday Night Raw and John Cena's padlock logo with little crowns around that. Monday Night Raw in Zirconias, and the crowns on either side, and little Zirconias around this rectangle. Now, what they maybe should have done to represent other superstars is you had John Cena's logo here with little Zirconias and gold Zirconias, but maybe they could have swapped out whoever was the WWE Champion at the time, put in their logo, so you could have had the radar for Edge, Randy Orton's Viper, Triple H's logo. I think that would have made nice little, funnily enough, that would have been the forward side plates going forward if they had done that. But I just find that what I do like about this is going down the road when they got up to version 4, when they decide to put another one of these on here. So it was just WWE Champion. I felt this was kind of silly when we went through the error when this was on SmackDown and it still had the Raw side plate on it when it clearly wasn't on Raw anymore. But yeah, it is what it is. But I just feel missed opportunity. I've not put in other pro wrestlers' logos in here. And then this little square side plate as well. You have the Sconias going all the way around it. The WWE Scratch logo, World Wrestling Entertainment. And then these little square Sconias. Now, as for the strap, this is a 2010 strap. So it's over 25-year-old now. So there is wear bubbles on it. But other than that, no gold tip on this, which is quite strange considering how stacked the plates are. Regular Aero Scratch Aero snap box, floral pattern, and then the traditional shell-shaped border going all the way around the belt. I actually couldn't get that name out there, shell-shape. It was in my head and it was not leaving. A little bit wear and tear on the strap, as I say. Regular Aero snaps in the floral at the end. I'm going to flip this over. Still got the authentic WWE flashy on it. The 2010 batch. It's funny how the back of the belt is actually in better condition than the front one when it comes to the air bubbles. It is what it is. So I tightened this up to actually get the plate to stop spinning, and I'm so glad I did. Put you guys down for a second. There it is. Absolutely lovely. Okay guys, so here's the in-depth review of the V2/3 2014 version of the Big Gold. And it looks amazing. It is head and shoulders above the previous design that I have, and I mean everything sticks out. Everything is in a little bit better of a 3D pattern, which makes it look really, really nice. So at the top you've got the WWE Scratch logo done in this nice little 3D pop-in. Unfortunately, this is not a full 3D version. They've just updated this a little bit better. You have the World Heavyweight Wrestling Champion banner, all spaced out, which looks really nice. Then below that, you have the crown with 2 little rubies and 4 zirconias. The crown and the globe has been updated, which gives it a nice 3D effect, which really pops out. The nameplate has been updated as well, where I have tried I've got a couple nameplate collections for the previous Big Gold, and unfortunately this has been updated where they don't fit this one anymore. So I could get my own name put on this, or if I wanted to put Edge or The Undertaker on it, I could, but I like it plain as well, so I think I'll just keep it like that. And you have the 2 grapplers on either side. These are a little bit more detailed than what they were before. A nice spacing of gold in there. Then the floral pattern, the old school floral pattern, is done in a nice 3D effect. And that goes all the way through the main plate. Nice gap in on where it needs to have a gap, but other than that, the floral pattern looks really, really nice. And then onto the first side plate, you have 2 grapplers with a nice little space in the floral pattern around them, similar to the main plate. And then on the other side, you have 2 grapplers again, nice little space in, and this is a mirrored side side plate from the other side with the floral pattern, which looks really, really nice. And no, I haven't forgotten, I was going to put them all in, I was going to put all in the video to finish. So you have the rope border, which goes around the main plates, but also the rubies have been updated on this as well, where they pop out a lot more. When you hold them up against the light, they pop out a lot better. The rope border goes all the way around as it traditionally did. Then it hits the rubies all the way on the main plate. As you can see, these are a lot better than the previous version. Then the rope border hits the side plates as well, with 4 rubies on either corner. Same with this one, the rope border again, going in the square, and it hits all 4 rubies. Now, as for the strap itself, they've kept the floral pattern, the arrow snap box, the floral pattern again, and then the traditional shell-shaped border going all the way through the main part of the belt. Which is really nice. And the standard arrow snaps on this. Floral pattern at the end. If I flip it over, still got the authentic WWE flashy. This is a 2014 batch. And you've got this beautiful red crocodile backing, which, in all honesty, I really wish they would start doing this again, especially with the updated version. I think this would look outstanding. The only thing is, going forward, if they decide to move the World Championships on, move them around, this would probably have to go to blue for being on SmackDown. Nice little curve in that as well. Really nice little curve in there. Beautiful big gold. Okay guys, so here is the in-depth review on the Taz version of the 2008 batch of the ECW World Heavyweight Championship. Now, unfortunately, the plates on this are very flat, so bear with me, as there is not an awful lot of great detail. But what I think I've informed you guys, excuse me, from, I want to say from 2004 up to maybe 2010, they were throwing out classic belts from the past, ECW, the AWA, WCW plus WWE old school belts, and this is one of them from the 2008 batch. And I actually find it strange that they've got Taz's name on this when they brought back the ECW belt in 2006. They had enough time to not put have it without Taz's name, but it is what it is. It actually looks kind of cool on either side of the main plate. But anyway, let's go for the top. So you've got the ECW logo done in purple with a barbed wire effect across it. Then on the main plate itself, you have got the mesh wall, which is very flat. Whereas I understand that in the updated version, this is more 3D now. The mesh wall goes all the way through the main plate. Then you have the first world banner with 2 bolts on either side, and it is a gold blood dripping world. And then below that you have World Heavyweight Wrestling done in blood red. It's like somebody's been busted open. And that transcends to the bottom champion banner, again with 2 bolts on either side, and the gold done in that dripping blood gold, and it actually looks cool. Looks like a Halloween belt almost. And then you have two baseball bats wrapped in barbed wire. Obviously Taz's name on either side of it as well. And then these here, I want to say they're broken tables. They're not 2x4s, but I want to say they're definitely broken tables. It's almost as if somebody's been put through the middle of a table. And then you have the globe done in this lovely blue with barbed wire wrapped around the world. Then on the side plates, please bear with me because you can barely make the side plates out of the things that are on them, the items that are on them, sorry. So you have Hardcore Wrestling done in blood red. Then you have the same as the main plate, you have a barbed wire globe done in this nice blue. And I want to say it's on top of a table in this long rectangle side plate. Then on this one, you have Hardcore Wrestling again done in blood with a black and purple ECW banner wrapped with barbed wire. Then I believe that is two baseball bats with barbed wire on top of a chair in this pointed rectangle again side plate. Then the same on the other side. You have these I couldn't get my words out there, I do apologise. You get the barbed wire wrapped globe with blood red Hardcore Wrestling. And again, I think it's on top of a chair. I think so. In this pointed rectangle. And same as the other side, a chair with barbed wire wrapped baseball bats. And then the ECW logo done in purple and black with barbed wire across it. And this Hardcore Wrestling done in this blood red. This pointy rectangle again. And then on the main strap itself, this is just a pure plain black strap. No shell-shaped border in it at all. But what they have done is they've put the ECW logo through the strap. Now, what would be nice is if, and there's no pattern on the snap box either, it's just a plain leather. What would have been nice is if they actually put the logo all the way through the strap, as if it was like the shell-shaped border. I think that would have just added a little bit more to the strap. Yeah, definitely. It would have looked really, really nice. Have a flip on the back. Authentic WWE flashy there. 2008 batch. And this nice snakeskin backing. Unfortunately, from 2008, air has gotten into this and obviously it's started to bubble out. And it's a bit bendy now too, but it is what it is. It's still in relatively good condition despite its age. If MD knows, just out of curiosity, comment down below and let me know if when this actually started coming on the ECW belt, world title, sorry, or if this was just something that WWE put on. I think I did see it during its time. It was some time ago, so bear with me, I was young then, in 2000, 2001, but if anybody can tell me when this started becoming a thing, because I really liked it. I thought that it was only Stone Cold Steve Austin that had his snake skin on the back of his Smoking Skull belt, and then ECW had this, and this brown snake skin, and it actually looks a lot better. Put these down for a second. And there you guys have it. The Ruthless Aggression World Championships in one shot. Very nice. So guys, thank you so very much for watching this review, my triple threat review on the other half of the Ruthless Aggression Era World Championships, with the Spinner Championship version 2, the version 2/3 version of the Big Gold, and the Taz version of the ECW World Championship. It's been a joy to do this today. Hope you guys have enjoyed it. If I was going to say which is my favourite out of all three of them, I'm going to have to be really old school here and go with the traditional thing of the Big Gold, simply because it is a beautiful looking belt. It has had many great WrestleMania moments when it was brought back in 2002. Everybody remembers the Chris Benoit pose at the end of WrestleMania 20, Batista at WrestleMania 21, and Rey Mysterio at WrestleMania 22, The Undertaker at WrestleMania 23 and 4, respectively. And it's an absolute wonderful looking championship. I really wish they would have brought that back over what they chose to do when they revived the World Heavyweight Championship. But it is what it is. Now, going forward, keep an eye out for Chapter 6. That is currently getting done just now as well, and that should be dropping very, very soon. And I ask again, if you guys could do me a favour, if you guys could like, share, comment down below, and just so YouTube know that you like this content. It is a couple clicks for you, but for me it means a lot. And I will close on this today by saying you guys have been absolutely wonderful. Thank you so very much for tuning in, and dreams be the journey. You take care. Bye.